organizations with one common goal to not only make an impact on their campus, but their community.
Tonight on UCentral News. Yesterday, a peaceful march was organized by the UCO Hispanic community. UCentral's Shanice Hopkins has more. And UCO's School of Music's opera The Gondoliers opens tonight. UCentral's Michaela Krause has the story. And the sun isn't the only thing shining today. Carly Torbett's weather forecast is bright with good news. And lightning struck in Brooklyn with 4 Thunder players scoring 20 or more. Dylan Hibbard has all of the details.
I'm Valerie Scott, and I've got your social media news. Find out who will be starring in the next Shrek movie and which women are going to space.
All that and more happening right now on UCentral News.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Protests sparked not only in the state, but now here on campus. Good evening, I'm Michaela Krause.
And I'm Abby Avers. Welcome to UCentral News. Reporter Shanice Hopkins has the story about the peaceful protests that happened on campus yesterday. Let's take a look.
3 organizations with one common goal to not only make an impact on their campus, but their community as a whole. They say they're here tonight to take a stand and make sure that their voices are heard.
Every voice matters, every step counts. Broncos Unido's peaceful march was organized by the Hispanic American Student Association with one main goal.
Make sure that our students were aware that, there's a big community with the Hispanic here at UCO, and I was wanting to make sure they were aware of that because a lot of our students are commuters.
In collaboration with Omega Delta Phi and Sigma Lambda Alpha, who say they were involved every step of the way.
I can do what I can do in my position, which is what we did today. Speak up and show that we're here, show that we're not just gonna get put down like that.
This peaceful march started at 11 a.m. and stretched across campus. For many students, this march was personal.
So basically, I want to be a voice for my parents, my grandparents, for people that are scared to come out and talk to or make their voices heard.
It was also a response to recent immigration policies. One rule in particular, a Board of Education vote requiring immigration status for school enrollment.
Putting a lot of fear into the Hispanic community that a lot of our students are coming in here and they're not focused in their studies, they're focusing on what's going on at home.
Amidst these concerns, HOSA says they are grateful for the support and will continue to advocate for their student body.
Show up, and it was just a success, and I'm glad that we were able to just stand here today and make sure our voices were heard.
Reporting from the University of Central Oklahoma, Shanice Hopkins, UCentral News.
Thank you, Shanice. Let's go ahead and toss it over to Carly for our first look at weather.
Thank you, Abby. Looking at our current conditions today, very beautiful day, super sunny outside, looking at 65 degrees. Have some light winds coming in from the northwest at about 7 miles per hour. Those gusts did get up to 10 miles per hour. So a little bit less windy than what we were seeing yesterday. And that humidity is pretty low today with that 25%, and it still feels like 65 outside. As far as allergies are going, grass pollen is very, very high today, and that wind that's coming in is mixing that all around. So if we feel a little bit of allergies today, you need to grab some tissues. We do have to thank our grass pollen. Tree pollen's just a little bit low. So grass pollen is not our friend today. But looking ahead, we do have a beautiful day. High 60s, light winds. Tomorrow we do have highs in the 80s around the state. And then we do see a couple chances of rain early next week. And I will have more for that on that for you later on in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Carly. The Oklahoma State Department of Education is seeking proposals for instructional materials that integrate biblical principles into elementary social studies. State Superintendent Ryan Walters says this initiative ensures students understand the historical impact of biblical principles while reinforcing strong character development. In partnership with the Office of Management and Enterprise Services, OSDE says it provides age-appropriate materials highlighting the Bible's influence on the nation and promoting virtues like honesty and respect.
It's opening night for the UCO School of Music, which is putting on a production of The Gondoliers. I spoke with 2 cast members to find out more.
The Gilbert and Sullivan operetta has been reimagined with a New Orleans flair.
And it's just a lot of fun colors and shiny things because of Mardi Gras.
Love's character is being pushed into an arranged marriage against her will.
So my character Cassandra is very bratty. I am not a bratty person. I'm very kind of put together. She's bratty and demure. So I kind of decided I'm channeling Glinda, but specifically Ariana Grande's Glinda from the new Wicked movie, because she's just sort of like, Papa, and like kind of bratty, but she's also really, really deeply in love with her partner.
One of two poor fishermen may be her lost husband and the lost king of Barataria.
So I play Joseph, one of the guys that may be married to Cassandra. I start off actually married to someone else at the very beginning, and through a whole calamity of events end up to be king of the crew club.
The ice storm last week was an unexpected obstacle, but Love says it worked out for the best.
We were all kind of like, I don't know what's gonna happen because we missed 2 days of rehearsal. But it's like something in our brains clicked during that like little winter break that we had, and everyone just started doing all the things that we needed to do. It just like started coming together perfectly, especially when we got to be in Mitchell Hall for the first time. It was just like everything just clicked for us.
Reporting for UCentral News, I'm Michaela Kraus.
The Gondoliers opens tonight in Mitchell Hall and will run through March 2nd. Tickets can be purchased at the Mitchell Hall box office, and UCO students with a valid UCO ID can receive free entry.
UCO has announced the spring commencement schedule. The ceremonies will take place May 9th through the 10th. Friday, May 9th at 1 p.m., the first commencement will be the College of Education and Professional Studies. Later in the day at 5 p.m., the Jackson College of Graduate Studies will hold their ceremony. Continuing into Saturday, May 10th at 10 a.m., the College of Business and the College of Liberal Arts will hold their commencements. Later in the day at 2 p.m., the College of Math and Science and the College of Fine Arts and Design will end the ceremonious weekend. You can find more information online at UCO Degree Certification, or students can email UCO Commencement.
Hopefully the weather at graduation will be just as nice as this week's weather.
Absolutely, I am loving this weather. Find out if the sun is going to continue to shine. Carly Torbett will have your full look at weather when we come back.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum.
This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Good afternoon, Broncos, and welcome back to UCentral. Looking at those current conditions today, like I said, super sunny weather, very beautiful outside, light winds coming in from the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Those gusts did get up to 10 miles per hour. Humidity's pretty low today at a 25%, and it does feel like 65 outside, so great weather to get out, walk your dogs, just enjoy the little bit of the sunshine. Looking at those current conditions across the state, everybody's having a great day today. OKC Metro 65, Guyman 66, Enid 66. Looks like our low low spot is going to be Woodward with 65 and Miami with 64. But going into tonight, we're still having some pretty nice weather. It's still going to be 43 degrees. Clear skies. Those winds are going to shift just a little bit, coming from the southwest at about 10 miles per hour. Humidity is going to spike just a little bit, but still pretty low than what we've seen for evenings this past week. So 39% and then that 0% chance of rain. And then across the state tonight, everybody's going to kind of feel that same weather in the 40s, high 30s. Our low spot is Altus with 34 degrees this evening. Enid 40, Guyman with 37, and OKC Metro with 41. And then the highs for tomorrow, we do have a couple spots around the state with highs in the 80s. Altus 82, Clinton 80, OKC Metro, the high for you tomorrow is 81 as well. Enid, you're just behind the mark with 79. Same for you, Tulsa, with 79 degrees. But we are expecting to see a little bit of rain. But as for tomorrow, it's 7 a.m. whenever we wake up. It's going to be still clear, a little bit chilly outside, 45 degrees. Lunchtime, it's going to be pretty sunny outside, 73 degrees. And then that evening, 7 p.m., clear outside, bump back down to 69 degrees, but it'll still be perfect weather to go out on the town, enjoy some of this nice weather before we do have some rain coming in on Sunday afternoon going into the evening. As we get further into the southern part of the state, so Altus, Lawton, Ardmore, you guys have more of a chance of that turning into thunderstorms, but they shouldn't get too severe, maybe some light, small hail. I think that's the most it'll turn into, but as you get more north, Ponca City, Tulsa, Miami, that 20% chance of rain. Enid, 40%. OKC Metro, 60% chance of rain. And then looking into that 7-day forecast, as we can see, Friday tomorrow, the high tomorrow is going to be 81. Saturday, 67 with a low of 38. And then Sunday, like I said, we have that small chance of rain, 44% with a 69 degrees. And then going into Monday, 66. Tuesday, we have that 80% chance of rain, and we do see a little bit of a degree drop going into Wednesday, but it's going to bump right back up to 60 on Thursday. Abby, Michaela, I hope you guys have been enjoying this warm weather. We do have a high of 81 tomorrow. Do you guys have any plans to enjoy that weather?
Yeah, I plan on taking my dog Albus on a long walk since the weather is going to be pretty good. How about you, Carly?
Tomorrow's actually my dad's birthday, so I'm going to pick him up from the airport, and we're going to go enjoy a nice dinner out on a patio and enjoy some sunshine.
Well, I don't really have any plans this weekend, but I think this afternoon I'm just going to stand outside and enjoy that good weather while it lasts.
Thank you, Carly. Coming up on social media, find out who is starring in the new Shrek movie.
And which AI updates Alexa has to offer. Valerie Scott has all your social media updates.
Rugged, rough, built for the road ahead.
Sometimes I feel like a shell of a man.
Commercials are fake. What you're feeling isn't. Call or text 988, Oklahoma's mental health lifeline.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move forward, daily living the Bronco way, being reflective of our neighborhood, community, history, and Oklahoma. This is what has made us who we are. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the third largest university in Oklahoma. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
evening, Broncos. I'm Valerie Scott, and I've got your social media news for tonight. Amazon's Alexa is getting a major upgrade for the AI chatbot era. The new Alexa Plus was announced on Wednesday. According to the company, the Alexa has more conversational and has incorporated a user's personal preferences into answers. Amazon says the updated version of its popular voice assistant can also handle tasks on someone else's behalf, like booking concert tickets, for example. The service is $20 per month, but will be free for Amazon Prime members with early access coming next month. It is still a love story between the National Football League and Taylor Swift. According to Apex Marketing, the pop star brought in $1 billion worth of publicity to the sport. The firm tracked how often Swift and the NFL were mentioned since her game day debut in 2023, the launch of her relationship with Kansas City Chiefs stars Travis Kelce, and her record-breaking Eras Tour amplified the media exposure. Even with the season at an end, interest has continued to trend. Exciting news, Shrek fans! Shrek 5 is officially coming to theaters on July 1st, 2026. DreamWorks Animation has confirmed the return of Shrek and his friends. Mike Myers as Shrek, Eddie Murphy as Donkey, and Cameron Diaz as Princess Fiona, even though Cameron Diaz retired from acting. While the plot is still a secret, the film will offer a reinvention of the Shrek universe. Screenwriter Michael McCollins is promising a fresh new take on the story. There's also rumors about the film's villain, the Pied Piper from Shrek Forever, which would bring a whole new dynamic to the film. There's also a big surprise. Zendaya will be playing as Shrek's daughter. Mark your calendars, it's going to be a wild ride and far, far away. Harry Potter fans, it's time to head back to Universal Orlando. The Florida resort is debuting a new interactive generation of wands. The new wand will come in 4 designs and will work with Universal's free app. The feature-enhanced magic will let you cast special spells in locations of the Wizarding World. Guests can also practice spells in areas of Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, and the upcoming Ministry of Magic, which opens in May at the Universal Park. If you already have the first generation of interactive wands, don't worry, they'll still work too. But get ready for a whole new world of magic. Huge news from Blue Origin. This spring, the company will launch a historic all-female crew into space. The 6 women on board of the New Shepard rocket include journalist Gayle King, musician Katy Perry, Jeff Bezos' fiancée Lauren Sanchez, who helped bring the mission to life, film producer Corinne Flynn, former NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowie, and research scientist Amanda Huynh. There will be a fully autonomous 11-minute flight with no pilots. The crew will experience weightlessness and enjoy views of Earth from space. To date, Blue Origin has flown 52 people in 10 missions. This is also the first female crew since the last female solo mission in 1963, a historic moment for spaceflight. That's all I've got for you, Broncos. Abby, Michaela, back to you at the desk.
Coming up, UCO softball continues their dominance. See where they play this weekend.
And there are high school basketball regional games taking place around the state. See where all the Edmond schools play at when we return.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work.
How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet? 100 feet? The length of a football field?
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Hello everyone and welcome to your daily sports update. I'm Dylan Hibbard. UCO baseball opened up MIAA play last weekend as they dropped 2 out of 3 against Washburn last weekend and now are 10-4 on the season but are on the road once again this weekend. The Broncos travel to Emporia, Kansas for their second weekend in a row on the road. UCO will play the Hornets, who are coming off of losing 2 out of 3 as well to Pittsburgh State. The Chos will play Saturday at 3 p.m., Sunday at 2 p.m., and close the series Monday at 1 p.m. UCO will be back home next weekend to host Pittsburgh State March 7th through the 9th. Now to the women on the diamond, as the nationally ranked UCO softball team had a great weekend at the Washburn Invitational that saw the Chos go 5-1, with 3 of those 5 wins coming via the run roll. UCO's one loss was 3-2 to Minnesota State. The Broncos have the Branson Showtime Classic on tap this weekend when they start Friday with a doubleheader where they will play Truman State at 1 p.m., and then right after they will play Missouri Science and Technology at 3 p.m. Saturday will be another doubleheader day as the Chos will play Lincoln at 2:30 p.m. and Winona State at 4:30 p.m. softball. We'll open MIAA play next weekend as they host Pittsburgh State and Missouri Southern at Gary Pinkston Stadium. Now to the court as UCO basketball is in their final weekend of the regular season before conference tournament starts next weekend for both men's and women's. UCO starts up at Hamilton Fieldhouse in just over an hour as the women will face Arkansas Fort Smith at 5:30 p.m. and the men will follow at 7:30 p.m. Saturday, the Northeastern State Riverhawks travel to Hamilton Fieldhouse and take on the Broncos as the women will start their final regular season game at 1:30 and the men will follow at 3:30. The MIAA conference tournament will begin next Wednesday, and once games are announced, we will let you know times and dates in Kansas City. Staying on the court, some local Edmond area high schools are competing in the regional matchup for boys basketball all across the state. Firstly, as Edmond Memorial will travel to Norman North to face off against Putnam City North tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Also tomorrow night, Edmond Santa Fe travels to Moore to face off against Southmore at 7:30 p.m. And last but not least, Edmond North will go east to Union and face the Bixby Spartans tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Now to the pros on the court as the Oklahoma City Thunder were in Brooklyn last night taking on the Nets, looking to get back on track after the frustrating overtime loss to Minnesota on Monday night, which saw OKC blow a 25-point lead. It was not easy, but the Thunder would have a late second half comeback to beat the Nets 129-121. It was a team effort as 4 Thunder players scored 20 or more this game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 27 points. Chet Holmgren and Jalen J-Dub Williams both chipped in 22 apiece. And the man who saved basketball, Aaron Wiggins, dropping 24 points off the bench. The Thunder will continue their road trip tomorrow night as they will face Norman North's alumni Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Tip-off is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Abby, Michaela, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Dylan. Coming up, see some of UCentral's furry friends.
And Carly Torbett will have your last look at weather. Stay with us.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Expanding horizons, making room for the new. The modern frontier is ready for you. There's more to discover, more fun to be found. Our city is rising, just look around. Attractions, adventures, excitement and thrills, rooms of beauty and history where knowledge is filled. A convergence of cultures in spectacular places, open skies, open minds, and wide open spaces. The modern frontier awaits you to embrace it.
Check out this massive wind turbine collapse out in northern Oklahoma. It happened Tuesday morning on a private farm about 115 miles north of Oklahoma City. No one was hurt, but here's the thing. It's a complete mystery how it happened. The local fire department says it wasn't even a windy day.
Let's go ahead and toss it over to Carly for our last look at weather.
Thank you, Abby. Looking at our 7-day forecast, tomorrow we're going to be seeing a high of 81 and a low of 42. Saturday, 67. Sunday, like I said earlier, we do have that chance of rain, so at 44% chance. Some of the parts of the state may see thunderstorm warnings develop within that, but nothing more than some small hail that it's going to come of that. Going into Monday, 66 degrees. Tuesday, 80%, 65. And then Wednesday, we are going to see a little bit of drop in temperature with 54 degrees with a low of 33. And then Thursday, we're back up to 60 degrees. Looking at this hourly forecast, we're about to hit that 5 o'clock mark. So if we're fixing to get off work or commute home, sunny outside, 67 degrees. Around 6 o'clock, that sunset is going to hit about 6:23. It's going to be clear skies, 65 degrees. And then 7 o'clock tonight, still going to be clear outside, 60 degrees. So it's still very good weather to get out on the town and have a good night out. That's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Carly. And today is National Small Dog Day. Here at UCentral, we gathered some of our own dog pics. Let's take a look.
Oh, those are some adorable dogs. Those on the left look like they're puppies. I remember when my dogs were that small. I miss those days.
Yeah, absolutely. My dogs are still that small because I have a Chihuahua, which is basically like 4 pounds, I think. That's the most she's ever weighed. But my other dog, Albus, is about 12 pounds, so he's a little bit bigger. But yeah, they're named after Harry Potter characters. I don't know if you've ever seen Harry Potter, but that's what they're named after.
And here we have some more. Tank, that is the perfect name for that dog. That dog sure does look like a tank. Oh, look, and we were just talking about Harry Potter.
There they are. There's Albus and Dobby. Look at them looking so cute, looking directly at the camera. My goodness.
I don't know which one is Dobby, but I sure hope it's that black dog.
Yeah, Dobby is the black one with the ears standing straight up. Look at her looking so cute. And we have Rosebud and Kobe Bean Bryant. I believe that is Shanice Hopkins' dogs, I believe.
Adorable, so cute. That dog, those are purse dogs. You can carry them around in your purse.
Yeah, absolutely. I plan on taking my dogs on a walk when I get home. Do you have a dog?
I have 2 dogs, Ace and Xander, and they are terrors.
Oh,
they drive me crazy, but I love them to death.
Absolutely. Well, that is all the time we have for tonight. I'm Abby Avers.
And I'm Michaela Kraus.
Thank you for joining us.